Hey guys, today we're going to have lots of fun together. We're going to read a part of Alexander Pushkin's Pиковая dama, the Queen of Spades, and you are going to understand it and comprehend it in the original. Could you believe that? So please open your study materials, which is actually a full unabridged story, Пиковая dama. If you do not have it printed, please open the link below this video and you will see what you see right now on your screen. Alexander Pushkin, Пиковая dama. So after you open it, I'm going to show you where we stopped the last time. You need to find the sentence saying «Твердость твоя для меня удивительна». Yeah? So we are going to start today with this part, «А каков Герман?». But first, of course, I'm going to remind you what has happened so far, especially for the people who have just joined. And as I remind you, we will also go over some vocabulary that we learned the last time. So there were a few guys who met to play cards. You remember? Играли в карты, played cards. Now, where did they meet? Do you remember? They met у конногвардейца Нарумова. So I'm just reminding you that конногвардеец is a cavalry guy, a cavalryman. And then they say that they had been playing all night long, and after that, around 5 a.m., they wanted to eat. You remember? Сели ужинать from the last time. Сели ужинать, they sat down to have dinner. В 5 часу утра, so around 5 a.m. And then it says that people who won some money in the game, ate with good appetite. But then they say прочие в рассеянности сидели перед пустыми своими приборами. So all the rest, in a confused way, were sitting in front of their plates. And then they started talking. So one of the guys, his name is Surin, and Surin is saying that he always plays very carefully, but nevertheless, he always loses. And then the host says, «И ты ни разу не соблазнился?» And you have never got tempted? «Ни разу не поставил на руте?» So, then we explained that in the card gaming terms, поставить на руте would mean to play on the same card over and over and over again. And then the host says, «Твердость твоя для меня удивительна». So your toughness is surprising to me. Or твердость might mean toughness, but in this case I would go in the direction of persistence. Like, твердость твоя, your persistence is surprising to me. So that's where we stopped. So basically those guys are eating, drinking, and talking about playing cards. Now, I'm going to read, today we're going to take this part, starting with «А каков Герман?» and ending with «Графиня Анна Федотовна». I'm going to read it first. You probably won't get much, but that's absolutely fine. And then we are going to go over the new words, and you are going to comprehend it. So listen. «А каков Герман?» — сказал один из гостей, указывая на молодого инженера. Отроду не брал он карты в руки, отроду не загнул ни одного пароли, а до 5 часов сидит с нами и смотрит на нашу игру. «Игра заменяет меня сильно», — сказал Герман, «но я не в состоянии жертвовать необходимым в надежде приобрести излишнее». Герман немец, он расчетлив, вот и все. Заметил Томский. А если кто для меня непонятен, так это моя бабушка, графиня Анна Федотовна. Okay, now let's go over the text. «А каков Герман?» — сказал один из гостей, указывая на молодого инженера. So каков is the same as какой. But какой might mean which, but it might mean what a. When you exclaim something, when you exclaim. So, «А каков Герман?» I would translate that as, but what a German. German is one of the guys. Meaning, look at German. Now they're going to talk about German. A каков German? Like what a guy. What a guy German. So a каков, you can underline it and write above what a guy. And what a guy German. Сказал один из гостей. Said one of the guests. Yeah, because гость means guest. Один is one of. So said one of the guests. Указывая на. Please underline if you are not familiar. Указывая на, pointing at. Comes from указывать, to point. Молодого инженера, a young engineer. So, а каков Герман? Сказал один из гостей, указывая на молодого инженера. So, and what a guy German, said one of the guests, pointing at a young engineer. Отроду не брал он карты в руки. Отроду не брал он карты в руки. So, отроду means since he was born, all his life. All the rest I guess you might understand. So, since he was born, he hasn't taken cards in his hands. So, he hasn't played cards. So, отроду, since he was born. Отроду не загнул ни одного парали. Парали in terms of card game. So, first of all, загнуть means bend, or it might also mean fold. And парали is a card game term meaning doubling your bet, when you double your bet. Now, I just read that people who play cards, when they want to double their bet in some games, they fold a corner of a card. So here, when the host of the party says, отроду не загнул ни одного парали, meaning since he was born, he hasn't doubled his bet playing cards. So he hasn't folded the card in order to indicate that he wanted to double his bet. But it's not so important. Those are specifically не загнул ни одного парали. It's not everyday language anyway. So if you don't remember that, that's fine. А до 5 часов сидит с нами и смотрит на нашу игру. But up to 5 o'clock, 5 часов, yeah, 5 a.m., 5 o'clock, сидит с нами, he is sitting with us, и смотрит на нашу игру, and looking at our game. Yeah, so it's not, probably you know those words. In modern Russian, people would use the same, basically. So I'm going to read this whole sentence. Now you will get it. «А каков Герман?» — сказал один из гостей, указывая на молодого инженера. «Отроду не брал он карты в руки. Отроду не загнул ни одного парали. А до 5 часов сидит с нами и смотрит на нашу игру». And what a guy German, said one of the guests, pointing at a young engineer. Since he was born, he hasn't taken cards in his hands. Since he was born, he didn't fold even one. He hasn't folded not even one card doubling his bet. But up to 5 a.m., he's sitting with us and looking at our game. «Игра занимает меня сильно», — сказал Герман. Занимает, please underline занимает, and it means is engaging or is catching my attention. So, игра занимает меня сильно. Сильно means strongly. The game, meaning, of course, the card game in this case, is engaging me strongly. Сказал Герман, said Герман. Но я не в состоянии жертвовать необходимым в надежде приобрести излишнее. Я не в состоянии, please underline this all expression and right above that, I am not able. Я не в состоянии, I'm not able. Жертвовать, sacrifice. Необходимым, the necessary things. So when he is saying, но я не в состоянии жертвовать необходимым, he means, but I am not able to sacrifice the necessities. So необходимым means the necessities. В надежде, in a hope. That's в надежде, because надежда means hope. В надежде, in a hope. Приобрести means to gain. G-A-I-N, to gain. Излишнее means unnecessary. So what he is saying is that но я не в состоянии жертвовать необходимым в надежде приобрести излишнее. But I am not able to sacrifice the necessary in a hope to gain the unnecessary. An interesting sentence, right? So I'm going to read it again. Игра занимает меня сильно, сказал Герман. Но я не в состоянии жертвовать необходимым в надежде приобрести излишнее. So the game is engaging me deeply. He says strongly. Engaging me deeply, we would probably say in English, said German. But I'm not able to sacrifice the necessary in a hope to gain the unnecessary. Герман немец, он расчетлив, вот и все, заметил Томский. So немец means a German guy. So German, немец means German is a German. Он расчетлив. Расчетлив means calculating. Он расчетлив. So someone who is расчетлив, he likes to calculate every move. So он расчетлив, вот и все. Вот и все means and that's it. So he is calculative or calculating, and that's it. Заметил Томский. Заметил means noted. Noted Томский. So let's read it again. Герман немец. Он расчетлив. Вот и все. Заметил Томский. So German is a German. He's calculative, and that's it. Noted Томский. Томский, one of the participants. А если кто для меня непонятен, так это моя бабушка, графиня Анна Федотовна. Непонятен means misunderstood, not understood. So look how this sentence works. But, а если, but if, кто in this case acts as someone. Doesn't act as who, but it's someone. But if someone, for me, not understood, meaning, but if I need to talk about someone who I don't comprehend, who I don't understand, а если кто для меня непонятен, so, but if there is someone who is for me unclear, not understood, так это means that would be, так это, that would be. Or so that would be, моя бабушка, my grandma, графиня is a high societal rank in Russian, графиня. So графиня is countess, a countess. Графиня Анна Федотовна, a countess Анна Федотовна. So he's saying, а если кто для меня непонятен, так это моя бабушка, графиня Анна Федотовна. But if there is someone who is unclear to me, that would be my grandma, a Countess Anna Fedotovna. Okay, guys, so now let's read it together again, this whole part, and you're going to surprise yourself with your comprehension. Listen, I'm going to put a link to this part so that you can listen to it repetitively again and again. «А каков Герман?» — сказал один из гостей, указывая на молодого инженера. Отроду не брал он карты в руки. Отроду не загнул ни одного пароли. А до 5 часов сидит с нами и смотрит на нашу игру. «Игра занимает меня сильно», — сказал Герман, «но я не в состоянии жертвовать необходимым в надежде приобрести излишнее». Герман немец. Он расчетлив. Вот и все, заметил Томский. А если кто для меня непонятен, так это моя бабушка, графиня Анна Федотовна. Okay, guys, so how do you feel? You see, it's comprehensive, it's comprehensible. You can do that, and we'll continue next time. It's an interesting story. But for now, just wanted to say that if you need my help, if you want us to sit together and see how we improve your Russian and bring it to a conversational level, or if you want to read advanced Russian materials, how to do it fast, how you can get there, please contact me. You have my contact details below this video. But for now, thank you very much and have a great day. Ciao, ciao.